Hello. 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 Alright, we're here in our hardcore Minecraft world. And first things first, we need to finish the beach over there, because it's been driving me a little crazy in the head, in the pants, you know what I'm saying? So we need some spruce of wood, some oak of wood, and some birch of wood. And then, of course, sand. So let's fly, let's gallivant, let's soar over to our storage system. It's a bunch of chests. Alright. Alright. You got me. You caught me. Hello. Alright. Do we have birch? Probably not enough. We do have oak. Excellent. And I feel like we had enough spruce, but maybe I'm wrong. So let's go ahead and start with the growing of the birchening. The birchening. We only have 5. Oh, God. It's weird. Like, having the fan makes it tolerable. However, having the fan instantly or, like, very rapidly makes it too chilly. It's always my issue. Too chilly. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I rarely know what I'm saying. Can you put seagrass on regular grass? You can't. Okay. Just checking. Just checking. Alright. Put some of that there. Gotta get that. Oh. Let's go grab a stack of spruce while we're waiting. Let's mine exactly one tree. One tree hill. Hope you guys are having a lovely Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to all of you mothers out there. Dog mothers included, cat mothers included, animal mothers included. And also children who are not really yours, but you are their mother. Happy Mother's Day. Hope you guys have had a wonderful day. And, yeah. We're just here vibing a little later than usual because work was brutal today, which, you know, happens from time to time, cutting into my ability to do the streaming, which is terrible news, but, you know, you gotta pay the bills. If you don't pay the bills, you don't get to do shit. So, yeah. But until the day when I am able to do this for monetary gain, we must work. And that's just the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. You must work. Though I would not be apprehensive of it if offered the opportunity, I simply cannot show my butthole for money, you know? It doesn't just work like that, so I gotta work, unfortunately. Otherwise, believe you me, I would have full spread eagle already. Like I would have. Don't doubt me. I would have. You're like, oh yeah, you do this and we'll get you $100,000 a year. I'd be like, sign me up. I don't care. I'll put some peanut butter on the shit. I don't give a fuck. I think that's my price. Either way, though, hope you guys are having a alright day. We are just trying to make some progress because I swear, I have not made progress in a few days, and it's starting to become a problem. You know? We're just, like, over and over and over again, refusing to make progress, which is obviously not beneficial in any way. Alright, so we do need to do a little bit of a beat and a boop here. Ooh, let's get rid of... What do we not need? These two, no. These 2 iron. Goodbye. Alright, so yeah, I kind of want to bring it back just a smidgen here. And we want to make this correct. That way we don't have to worry about anything, and the beach will form the foundation that we need it to. Oh, they can't get up yet. I just realized that. Tits. Tits. Okay. If that's true... do we need these sticks? I don't think so. If that's true, we get rid of this then. So we gotta push this all back a smidgen. Just a smidgen. Okay, something like that. And then, obviously, this has now got to get pushed back. That means we would like dark oak here. Maybe a little bit of plank action too. I'm good with that. And then we need to come up here for the spruce, but we want to go back a little bit. And then we want to do that. Something like that. A little bit like that, I would imagine. Maybe get rid of that one. Put that one down. Put that one there. Yeah. Now we're cooking with gas here. Now we're cooking with gas. Alright, something like that more so. And then... we want to bring this up a smidgen here. And I think that this then needs to be spruce. And I feel like this also probably needs to be spruce. Just to get the stylings a little bit more on the correct side. That feels better, and then you go into the oak across here. This all should be oak. Alright, and then we just need to make it a little bit thicker in places. A little bit thinner in places, and that will help. Okay, we gotta get rid of this stone here to replace. Alright, all of this needs to come out so that it can be the correct log. It doesn't really matter which way it's facing, to be honest with you, because you're not really going to see a lot of it. Something a little bit like that, and then a little bit more on this over here. Gives it that nice shape. Okay, and then we want to go to birch after that. So we'll try to do like 1, maybe 2. Probably not though. Probably not, though. Alright, a little bit like that, and then obviously we're going to have to put something underneath it here. Otherwise, the sand will simply fall through. Like that, a little bit, and then I just do just a couple more over here, I would imagine. Yeah, that seems alright. We got some stone back. That's acceptable, I suppose. We've been on this project for a long time, I'm not gonna lie. I sometimes get lost in the sauce a little bit, and, you know, that just kind of happens, unfortunately. So we want to do sand kind of like this. And all of this stone is where the sand will be. And all of the dirt will be where the sand will be. Something along that line for the sand. I don't know how we're going to hide lights over here in the sand, but that is something that we will have to figure out at some point. Regardless, I know we don't have much time today, but I really want to make some progress, so we're going to just try and make decisions, and with those decisions, we're going to hope that they are right ones, because I don't want to have to go back and fix them a little bit later, because we didn't put enough thought into it, you know? And we're, like, just shy. Fine, be that way. Obviously, we're going to have to increase the height of over there because it's too flat. Too flat. Which may screw up the turtles. It's a risk I'm probably willing to take, to be honest. Ow! My goodness! Alright, so that's good. And then we can just sand on top of this. These are, again, not the main focus, so I don't really want to spend too much time on these. Oh, we do need to do the cave over there. That's going to be a nightmare. I still don't know what to do about this. Like, it looks odd. Looks odd. I don't know how to equate that either. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Alright, so that, so far, looks pretty good. Now, I think we want to go with, like, some dead leaves along the shore. Let's go ahead and sleep. I'm thinking at, like, day 3,500, also, we will do, like, a world tour, even though the world tour will not take us that long, because we haven't gone anywhere. But we'll do that, and, you know, maybe if I'm nice to Latte, I can recruit him to help edit it. That would be nice. You know, it's a big if, though. I gotta be nice to Latte. That's hard. Alright, so I kind of want to bring, like, sweeping a little bit, you know, like, sprawled out. I think it just, like, helps with the overall ambiance. So, starting in the bush, I think it's gonna add a little bit, right? I don't want to go crazy with it. I just want there to be some, you know? Also, we may move this egg. We're gonna move this egg, actually. tits, tits, tits. Oh wait, we're good. There we go. Okay, we're gonna move that egg just a smidgen. I should put a chest in here, but maybe not. Maybe we just have one turtle, like, living over there. Living like Larry. Also, you're ridiculous. Is this Terrence? No, it's Pierre. Of course it's Pierre. Of course it is. I think that adds, like, some sweeping vines across. It feels really nice, honestly. I don't know why, but it feels nice. So we're gonna have to get all of the other blocks once we figure out our life here. Again, we want these mangrove roots to kind of sweep themselves up to the shoreline. I think it just looks and adds something that we're missing. It feels more lived in, it feels more overgrown, it feels more alive, you know? And that's really what we want. We really want to feel lived in here. I think that is a critical thing. So, like, this is like leaf litter and debris, and although this is a lagoon, either I'm really thinking about this, by the way. Either we put this up to the same level. I don't know. The issue is we really need to be able to count these blocks in here. If we are unable to count the blocks in here, we're in trouble. Because the coral. I think that looks pretty good. We'll add some, like, slabs and stuff of sandstone in here, I think, as well, just to give it a little bit more. What are you doing up there, bud? I don't want that. Okay, let's fix that immediately. Immediately by using some berry bushes. Shear this one and then bone meal it so that we don't have to worry about that again. And he did steal our pale moss, so that is not nice. Why would you do that? So we definitely got to do that so that we don't have to worry about freaking Endermen stealing our blocks. And we're going to have to add quite a bit of these berries for sure. Okay, don't need the ender pearl. I do need that. I do need that. I do need that. Good. Bone meal, shear. Yeah, you need a lot of these lights. A lot of them. I guess we use dirt. Go ahead and pillar ourselves over here. Like, just enough to cover, you know? I think it looks very, very nice. You want different lengths, you want all the different stuff, you know? But in doing that, it just helps tremendously with the overall aesthetic. Brings it all together. That's really what I want, you know? Okay. We do need to get ourselves a bunch more glowberries. Do have to ensure that this whole place is lit up correctly. That is more important than you think, you know? Maybe we can sneak a light in there somehow. Alright, there's one right here. Let's get like 49 bone meal. Should be sufficient, I think. Go grab it. It looks like an overcast day, by the way. Literally 97 degrees. Insane. Alright. A little bit more bone meal. I am very happy that these are renewable resources like this. And I would love to have some like this. I think that looks incredible. Even like one out as well, just to give it that subtlety. Do you want one of them to be lit? All the cave should have a lot of these though. Basically anytime there's like an overhang, we need to have these in here. Need to have these in here. Alright, I don't think any of this is going to change, so we should be able to put our turtle egg here and hope that it flourishes. Let's see here, maybe. And I'm okay with some of these growing down, like that is totally fine. Some of them you don't want to move though. That's also fine. But I think they should be like kissing the water, like right there. I want this one to grow all the way down, this one to grow all the way down. Just like little intricacies like that are gonna make this be what it needs to be. Okay, and obviously we do need to put these underneath our land bridges as well. Would like some to be grown. That's fine. Perfect, actually. Yes. Can I reach that? Perfect. Just barely like touching the water. I think that looks really, really neat. And it also just gives a little bit more vibrancy to the sanctuary below here. We're really trying our best to make this what it needs to be, you know? Guess we just do that, because then we can like sneak some lighting under the bridge too. And that is nice. Yeah, that adds so much. Holy. Like, even on the tree, I feel like it should have some, you know? And then I feel like it should have, like, a couple branching paths like this. Like, both of those can just go to the water, and that's pretty cool. Little bit extra. Now we can start to get rid of some of these annoying ass torches as well. Yes, we want it into that for sure. Let's get like 32 more bone meal for the moment, I guess. 32 more glow berries. We're running out of bone meal very quickly though, so that is not to be underestimated. Okay, that's fine. Oh yes, the glass is perfect to do this on too. Hello, Froggo. What are you doing? Yeah, that's gonna help. Really, just to frame it in as much as we can here. Helps tremendously. Can I put that there? Can I reach that? I can. Beautiful. And it has the added benefit of lighting up our dark cave as well. I still feel like I need to do something different there. I don't think it's the glass. I don't think the glass is the play as much as I want it to be. Yes, looks nice. Would like to get up there. Nice little one there. Yeah, this makes like a huge difference on the overall aesthetic of this as well. Just adding those little bits of like drooping vines and stiff adds a lot. It's all about the ambiance here, and overall we have to be happy with what we make because it is in our own world after all. So I do feel like that is something. I hear a drowned, but I don't care. Okay, so we're still gonna have to do that one. Yes. Yes. We're gonna have to do patches of moss as well. Maybe we'll do mossy cobble. Maybe. Can already see though, it's like starting to come to life a little bit. Starting to really like that. All right, I think I want to build like a small tree over here. Like after we figure out this, maybe. So let's wait on the sand until we finish that back wall and this back wall. Because we do have to finish those things. So let's probably start there, I reckon. And we'll see what we're able to do from there. Thanks, Obama. Always a pleasure. All right, what do we need? We need basalt. And then tough. And then andesite, right? Is that low enough that I need gray wool as well? It is. All right. So we need the gray wool as well. Which means we should put back a few stacks of both basalt and the tough. Okay, and then we need andesite and gray wool, right? Andesite and gray wool. Let's take some emeralds real quick and go shopping. Hello, carrot man. Give me your carrots. Nice. Okay, we're full on carrots. That'll keep us satiated for a little bit. And now we're going to need gray wool. Gray. Does have enough where I have to be a little bit concerned about that. And we may have to bring out this mountain just a hair here to reflect what we're trying to do inside the cave. It needs to have this gray background. It has to, or else it's not cohesive and it's not good. So we do have to do that. And maybe we should set up the beacon again because we do have some digging that we need to do first. If I were a beacon, where would I have put it? Where did I put the beacon? Take a moment, get your life together. Ads are here. Oh! Where would we have put that? Over here, maybe? Scanning for beacon. Scanning. Not seeing. Where the hell did we put it? There's a beacon. I don't know if it's the same beacon, but there is, in fact, a beacon. Alright, we also need a little bit of dirt. And put that in the offhand, a little bit of dirt. Alright, so I have to imagine we're putting it over yonder. That's okay. That's not what I wanted to do, and you know it. Seems fine. Surprise, motherfucker! 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, let's make our square. I don't want to work tomorrow, man. Or the next day, or really any day for that matter, but I didn't realize that I still needed this beacon, to be honest with you. Didn't realize that. But it's easier to build it than to not have it and have to try to do all this, so it's fine. We'll spend the couple minutes building it and then the couple minutes tearing it down when we're done. It's all good. Alright, got ourselves our beacon. We have everything that we should need, I imagine. Now, alright, so what's on the other side of this? Maybe we don't have to worry about that. Maybe we don't have to worry about that. I think we can just place this in front, right? So let's start out with the gray. And by doing this, it will also save us some time too, because we don't have to worry about having to, you know, excavate any of this junk, which I guess we didn't need the beacon then, if that is in fact the case. Yeah, that is the case. That is the case. We're just going to ignore it. We're just going to ignore it that it ever existed in the first place, and that will be okay. It's a big sneeze, man. Big sneeze. So just kind of go with the repeating pattern. Now, what are we going to do about that? I think you have to just do it like this. Like that, maybe? And then just put a torch in the back here so we don't have to worry about it. Something along those lines. And we're just going to pretend that this line literally does not exist. It is going to be very straight, which is problematic. So if it's going to be straight, that means we're going to have to add some bends and curves into it. Kind of like that. And although we are losing a little bit of the area, you know, I think it is for the best. So I'm not really distressed about that. This one does have to go. And then these have to go. Maybe. Go ahead, plop a torch down there again just to ensure the safety of our walls. Feels pretty good. This just has to go up. This has to go up. This has to go up. And that feels better already for that. Obviously, we still have to go up there, but that will mainly be basalt, so we'll make that work. Okay, let's start it. Oh, you tit. You tit. Let's start it all at the same level of 4, and then we'll go up from here. Again, we're going to cover most of this wall anyway with vines and such, so I don't think it is the biggest issue in the world if it looks a little flat and a little plain. Because you'll never be looking at this. This is not the main focal point of this turtle sanctuary. The main focal point is inside the water. The rest is just kind of to add a little bit of ambiance, you know? The rest is just to add. Can't take away that one. Alright, so this has got to go then. Something along these lines. Just to keep it right. And it doesn't matter to me that I'm losing some of these blocks. That's actually fine. That we're wasting blocks or what have you. That's actually fine. And then we do want to go all the way here. Yeah. The gray brings out the green. Still have no idea how we're gonna make it so all of those things can just go together. Leave that little one there for a second. I think that's roughly where I want to come into here, but I am not sure about that yet. So, for now. Okay, be sure to light the inside of these up since we're not going to do anything with them. And just kind of rinse and repeat the pattern here. It then needs to go up and in a block. Is important. Very important here, I think. That's fine. You basically either do 1, 2, 3, or 4 here, and then it just kind of leads to what you want. Alright, that looks fine and dandy. So you can already start to see the vision, right? You can see that we are making progress and quickly. And that's good, because we need to make progress. We have spent far too long of not making progress, just trying to be like, oh, should I do this? Should I do that? No. No thinking. Stop thinking. Just do. Do the thing. Right, let's grab a little bit more basalt, a little more tuff. A little more dirt that we can use as a scaffolding block. Yeah, that feels pretty good, I would say. Alright, now we need to start doing cave-like things. So it appears that it goes up a little bit higher for the basalt. Basalt is definitely like our main block here, and that is actually okay. So now what we want to do is continue the basalt, but we want to continue it in a way that is gonna make sense. So we're gonna outline it first with the dirt, and then we'll figure it out. So we have like peaks and valleys, we have waves, and now we need to start coming inwards Inward is very important because we need to meet at the ceiling so that we have some sort of cave. So we're using dirt because we don't care about this dirt. So let's do the outline. If we can get at least the cave looking good, we can worry about the details later. I'm not too worried about the details yet. This has got to go. We have to take at least one block off of this, I think. No. Just keep it as is, I think, and then rinse and repeat the pattern. That's fine. Should have enough basalt for this. We did collect quite a bit in our makeshift farm. Alright, and then we go back to the dirt. So we want to bring all of this out one block now, just to add the cave effect. That's why we got more dirt. We're willing to lose all of this dirt. We don't care. It's just dirt. We can get more if we need it. And I'm pretty sure we have like 6 to 12 double chests at the moment, so that's sufficient. Alright, that is good. Let's fly our asses. Now, fly our asses over here. What day are we at? 2893. Wow, only 100 days until day 3000. We should probably start doing things, huh? Should probably start doing things. Okay, so, oh yeah, we need to make sure that we light all of the basalt up as we're doing this. If we don't, we're going to have mob problems, which we don't really want to have. Don't really want to have mob problems. Come up with all the tough, and we might have enough tough. I don't know. We might. So this is where we kind of like, we want the wall to be pretty thick. We want it to just all be this height, and then we'll do the other at the end. Yeah, that seems fine. It's fine. So let's build up to that height while remembering to put torches on the basalt every now and again. Very important. Either that or we need to just go back and slab it, which is fine. But also, it's easy just to stick a torch ensuring our victory. See, if it's a contiguous piece, you just want to stick one in there, stick a torch, and that way you don't ever have to worry about it again. And are we putting probably more than we needed? Abso-fucking-lutely we are. We're going to. We're going to continue to do that, to be honest. I would rather be over careful than under careful here, and then have to deal with it for the rest of my life, so. That's kind of where I'm at here. Already. Okay, we need to come back then, because now this is a different Y level. Something along these lines. Just build it up. And then we should be good. And 2 more, and then we just need to start becoming erratic now. As you can see, though, we are trying to push this. We haven't started the coral yet. The coral's going to be a nightmare, but we also have to decide if we want to do a cave within a cave, because we could do 2, technically. Which, I don't know, I feel like I probably should just do. But also, it's going to take a lot more effort to do that. Some of this goes really high. Tits. Tits. Someone should make a company like Tits for Tats. Tits for Tykes. We give tits to short people. I don't know. Yes, that's what we need to do. All right, so now that we are here, let's go ahead and start the random process. Start the random. That just gives it a little bit of a cave feeling and also putting the least amount of effort for me. So that's totally acceptable. You can see, though, all of that should be very well lit now. And we're okay with that. I'm glad the turtles are just happy living their life. Pierre refuses to come down from his post. Damn you, Pierre. How are we feeling already? Feeling alright, feeling alright. Obviously, the dirt is weird, but it's also not that weird. I don't know. This, I would like a piece of stone, I think. And we do have to then worry about this, eh? So let's add just a smidge here, which we'll add moss to later. We're out of tough. It is nighttime. That's some high quality H2O. Not really. It is not H2O at all. It is, in fact, coffee. It has H2O in it a little bit. It's fine. Yes, yes. Yeah, as much as I want this to be open, by the way, I just don't know. I don't know that it can be, or it just might look weird. So maybe we just put one big skylight in the middle-ish. Alright, let's go over here. Continue the randomization, and definitely just throw one in there for shits and giggles. Good news is we are using quite a bit of resources in this build, and the more resources we use, the less we actually have to clean up our chests. So that's also good news for us. We should take that into consideration more often, I think. Good news are always good news. I'll take them. Fantastic. How are you, Paws? Hope you are well. Happy Mother's Day to you. I don't know if you are a mother or not, but happy Mother's Day to you either way. Very good, thank you. Very good. We're working on the Turtle Cove, and we're actually making progress today, which for me is chef's kiss, because as you may or may not know, the amount of progress we make is very little. Cat Mom, that counts. That absolutely counts. Absolutely counts. Alright, that's looking schwank. We want to get rid of that dirt. Now let's do it in one fell swoop. I don't know that we'll get it done today, but I'm pushing to get this done, like, sooner than later. Weekend was pretty good. It went fast. I worked all weekend, so you know, it goes how it goes. And I feel like it was relatively fast, all things considered. Although it was a little bit crazy, it went pretty fast. What about you? Did you do anything fun this weekend? You go canoeing? You go wrestling? You caught Pikachu? Fast is good. Depends what the context is. Depends what the context is there. Very productive. Nothing too fancy. Oh well. Context, yes. Context is always important. Always important. Productive is good. Always nice to be productive. Sometimes I do that. Sometimes I don't. We probably want to add one more row of torches on here just to ensure that we don't hear like tons of zombies in the walls here, I think. And we will, if we choose not to do this, we absolutely will every time we are in the turtle cave. Managed to tackle a lot of stuff I wanted to get done, so I'm happy. Nice. That's always it. Someday soon, I need to do like a quote-unquote co-working stream. because like I have so many alerts that I want to change, and I have so many rewards I want to change, and I know that if I like have to be relied upon to do them after the stream, it's just not happening. It's not happening. So I need to do like a co-working stream at some point. Oh god. That was a big sneeze. That's exactly what I did today, and if it was on stream, I would not get it done. Yeah. I need to do it on stream, or else it's not going to get done. Thank you, also. Thank you. I desperately need to do it, because we're on a daily streak, right? We have gone for over 200 days in a row right now. And so I really need to do it while we're streaming so that I can actually, like, do the thing, you know? Because it doesn't count otherwise. Like, if I do it off stream,
take a moment,
it doesn't
get
count.
your life together. Ads are here. Oh!
Also, I think my math is wrong. I put 230 days in a row. I think my math is wrong. I don't know. Someone should check me, because I think it's wrong. I work more when I'm alone. Yeah, that's usually me too. It's usually me. That's usually me. Yes. I think they've always... Who was that comedian? Someone said this. I think it was Bo Burnham. He said, "Sex is like math homework. I do it best when I'm alone in my bed." And I think that works for this phrase. I think that works for this context. He said that a long time ago, also. A long time ago. No comments. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Valid.
Surprise, motherfucker!
We're back from the ads. Back from the ads. Okay, we definitely need a torch up here because this is too high not to. I don't love that corner over there. Let me see if we can fix that real quick. That'll work. That'll work. This project, I don't know if you've been counting, or if anyone's been counting, but I feel like we've worked on this for like 15 streams or something crazy, and we still have so much more to go. So I just was like, okay, get your butt into gear, let's figure this out, and let's make it happen, because you are taking forever. And it shouldn't be taking as long as it is to complete this. Like, it's not that big of a project. So I'm kind of like driving right now. I'm driving real hard to get this sucker done. But you get distracted by us, which is normal. I feel like it's not usually you guys that causes the distractions. It's usually me distracting myself, to be honest. I feel like it's usually me. I'm really good at distracting myself and just not doing what I set out to do in the first place. Really, really good at that. Especially back when I was in school. Oh my god, it was terrible. My procrastination powers, crazy. Yeah. Here? Here. In high school, I used to be like playing like League of Legends, and college too. I did the same shit. I'm not gonna lie. I'd have like homework to do, and then I would be like, "Ooh, what if I just didn't do that?" And then I wouldn't, obviously, because whatever. And so I'd be playing like League of Legends and all of the other games that I used to play, and every time I died, I would just switch over to my other computer, my other monitor and keyboard setup that was literally right here. And then I'd quickly type a paragraph real quick while I was dead and be looking at the game while I'm typing, be like, da 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 da, go, 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 go. And then, like, I'd type my paragraph and I'd be like, okay, back to playing the game. And then I'd die. And then, back to the writing real quick and get it done. And I wouldn't start stuff that like needed to be done until like if it was due at 11:59 on a Saturday, guess what? I ain't starting it until like 11 o'clock on that same Saturday. And I was on the dean's list, so I guess I was allowed to do such a thing, but man, was it tricky. Because I had to balance me doing the thing with me playing League of Legends, and that's a hard decision, man. Very hard decision to make. Because you're just like, oh, one more game, and then next thing you know, you're doing it while you're playing League of Legends. I submitted so many group assignments 15 minutes before midnight, still in school with my classmates doing it. Yeah, 100%. 100%. I personally liked, I didn't like group projects because almost in every group I've ever been in, like, my group mates tend to, like, slack off, and then I end up, like, doing most of the work, which I don't like. And there have definitely been instances where like my team refused to do their parts of the project, and so like I just did the entire project myself, and then like emailed the professor that I did the entire thing, and that they will not be getting any credit for any of the work that they didn't do. Like 100%. Fuck that shit. If you're willing to help, sure, you will get some of the credit. You can have my A. You're not willing to help, you get nothing. Nothing. Oh, wow, we just barely had enough. Holy smokes. If you get to choose, yeah, if you get to choose, it's fine. But most of the time, it was just random. And that never bodes well. Never bodes well. And usually, I don't know if they did this where you hail from, but they definitely do this a lot in the US, where they pair students who have like a high grade point average or high GPA or a high grade in that class with people who often are not doing well in the class, in hoping that they can boost the person's grade who's not doing well. Because America has this stupid thing, it's called No Child Left Behind, where basically teachers are just passing kids along who are not ready to graduate to the next level due to their own choice or, whatever. And they just kind of pass them along. They just keep pushing them through. Which is crazy to me, by the way. Like, what do you mean? Like, they're like, oh, but all their friends are in that class. Okay, I get that, but at the same time, if they're not ready, they're not ready. Hold them back. Similar, unless it was a very bad case, then they wouldn't allow them to pass. I had to tutor a kid back in high school. I'm not going to tell you his name. But then, who then went on to be a pro football player. And his grades were absolute trash. And they passed him, graduated high school, barely, because he agreed to go to tutoring. I've had someone joining my class and they were that same grade. And that's unfortunate, right? But I also think that, like, that kind of tells me that they were supposed to be doing work that they haven't done, and they still haven't done it, and that's why they're still in the class, you know? Which, it sucks to be in the same class 4 times, but also you did it to yourself at some point. And, like, they shouldn't be just passed. Like, oh, yeah, don't worry, no matter what, I will still get to graduate. I'll still get to walk with my friends. No, that should not be how that works. No, no, no. All right, that's pretty good. From my class before uni, only a handful of us completed it and moved on. Really? That's crazy. Yeah, it looks pretty good. It's pretty uniform, obviously, but, like, I am kind of okay with it. And we do have to go. More than half was stuck from math 2 years before. Oof. A lot of times I feel like that's also dependent on, like, a bad teacher, though. Like, even a good student with a bad teacher can still struggle, you know? Which I don't love. I feel like teachers constantly should be evaluated based on their teaching skill and not evaluated on the test scores that they score for the, like, state finals and shit like that. They should not be scored on that. Hey. Where are you? Rude. No, my torch. Like, a bad teacher can have such an impact, too. Yes, last year before uni, I needed tutoring for math because my teacher could not care less, like, not answering real questions. Yeah. It's so sad. Like, I feel like most teachers want to get into teaching to help people. But then every so often, and more often than not these days, I feel like they just do it because they feel like it's an easy job. And they're never, like, reprimanded for doing a bad job. They just have tenure because they're a teacher and they're on, you know, the union. But if you're not there to care about your students, to genuinely trying to teach them something, like, I believe the whole concept of grades is kind of a sham, you know? Yes, I did well. Yes, I was on the dean's list. However, I don't actually believe that grades are, like, a direct representation of intelligence. And some people learn in ways that are not easily taught with. And that's hard. It's really hard to, like, to push them to that point, you know? Yeah. At some point, we had, like, the best physics teacher. Everybody was getting, like, 100% on your exam. She was really good. Makes all the difference. Makes all the difference. Wait, why am I getting rid of this? Don't I need to do the top? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Why did I move the bed? My physics teacher was also like that. Also, he was really good. I didn't even like physics. I was just in it. Hi, bear. Hey, little honey. What are you doing? Pat the booty. Pat the booty. Cat is taking over. Nice. Good one, cat. Good job. Good job, cat. I am a kitty cat, and a dance. Alright, we need andesite. What are the odds that we have any andesite anywhere here? Well, I know where there is some. There should be some over here. So that's fine. Now, which chest is it in? I have no idea. But it's in one of these chests for sure. Andesite. Andesite. Cobble, 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 cobble. Stone, cobble, 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 granite. Andesite, there it is. I knew I had it. We need torches as well. Is there any torches in here? Is there any torches in here? No torches, really. Fine, surely we don't need torches. Where we're going, we don't need torches. Hi, bear. Hi, you know. Hold on. What are we holding? What are we holding? Show me the building. Which one? Which building? This one? We have a lot of buildings. We have this one. We have that one. We got that one. We got that one. We got that one. There's one over there. Got one over there. One over there. Lots of buildings. Pinkish one. This is the town center. This is where all of my villagers are going to gather once I free them from their prisons. Hey. No. 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 It is the source of magic inside of my little world here. So this is like all of the peaks and stuff like that are emanating magic into the rest of this place. And eventually we'll add more magic in here as well, including like a skyline of designs and such. And it is symmetrical on every side, and then inside we took the time to dig all of this out. Currently, there is 4 moss farms in it that don't really work, but we're going to fix them at some point. And there's like runed magic on the walls in here. It's coming along. It took a long time to come up with this design, I'm not going to lie. Because one of our goals in this world is to use at least 3 of every single block in the game, I had to get creative with some of the wool colors and some of the concrete colors that we hadn't used yet. So we came up with this big house. And we are going to obscure it as well. You can barely see it over there. That silhouette right there is a big tree. And we're going to obscure the view of this from just about every side, because this all will be in a forest, kind of like this. So we have all of these custom trees done already. Get up to my peak. Hold on. Sleep, and then we'll get to the peak, and we'll show you. So it goes all the way over there. We built custom mountains completely around this, which are not done yet, by the way. Still have a lot more to do on those. There's the big tree silhouette over there. And we're going to make like 10 of these gigantic trees around this base. And I'm going to have like 1, 2, 3, and 4. Like I really want to obscure this from everywhere except for like the main path. But you can see, like, they branch. It goes this way. It goes through the woods. It branches this way. It goes this way. Like, they branch everywhere. There's one that goes back there. There's a path over here. Path, like... I probably want one through this as well. I don't know why I don't have one, but I kind of want one, like, through and down that way, I would say. A lot of effort. Lot of effort. Like even just this little area is crazy in terms of like blocks and stuff. Like, every tree is custom. I do not just grow a basic tree. Like I refuse. So I hand make every single tree in here. And in just this little area, there's like 60 trees. It's crazy. And if you haven't seen it yet, this is one of my favorite places in the world. This is a frog sanctuary. You can see 2 up there right now. I don't know where the rest are, but frog sanctuary. And then over there, in this massive glass container, which I still have to make into a cave, is a rabbit / ocelot / bee and parrot sanctuary. All 4 of those mobs. So, like, we made custom willow trees. We have rabbits. We have ocelots. And, like, so much detail and energy went into this. Like, you got, like, buttons and stones, leaf litter. You got, like, randomness for the leaves, the lighting, the atmosphere, and I really love how it came out. The last thing we have to do with it, though, is kind of like a beef Wellington, and we have to add a lattice to the outside to give it the illusion that it's in a cave. But bunnies, emergency bunnies, because they keep dying, because I did not make this rabbit safe. I didn't really think about that at the time, to be honest. But yeah, no, it came out really, really well. Definitely one of my favorites in here. I don't have many things finished, but it is one of them, and it is, in my opinion, one of the best in here, for sure. Amazing. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, we're on day 2896 right now and this is hardcore just as well. So when I die, this world will cease to exist. So just know that at some point we will die. And it will be gone. And then when that happens, we simply will start again. We will start a new world with new rules, and we'll go from there. This is actually hardcore world number 4. We lost 3 of them to some stupid stuff, but still. Fair enough, yeah. We also played Totemless as well. So a lot of hardcore players, and I am going to take a minute to throw a little bit of shade, because people want to play hardcore, but they really don't, because they don't want to risk losing anything. They play with a totem, and we do not play with a totem. So there is no second chance. If I die, I die. That's it. He'd cry. Yeah. I think a lot of people just joined the hype train, but they don't actually want to play hardcore. You know, they're like, oh, I'm playing this in hardcore. Are you really, though? You're playing with a totem. You have extra lives. And then, if that's not bad enough, you carry multiple totems on you just to ensure that it's very, very difficult for you to die. So, I don't know. I have comments on that. Like, I want the experience. I want the ability to die. I want the chance to lose this world. Yes, it would suck, or it will suck when we lose this world. However, I like that chance. It gives you like a sense of accomplishment, because you don't feel like this is permanent, and it's not, right? We make a mistake and we fly into the wall at light speed, we're dead. That's it. We're dead. The world's gone. Like, I'll keep the world and, you know, take a look at it from time to time if I need inspiration or whatever, but the world's gone. And I love that. But every single season we do a different rule, and I've never actually finished a base in hardcore yet, because my rules are usually quite challenging. But we hopefully, if we finish one at some point, then we'll have another rule within whatever project we decide to start, which will be cool. So this rule world has what is it? Is it that? Rules? World rules? Fuck, I don't remember the damn command for it. Whatever the command is, we have 5 rules that we play with this one. So, number 1, no totem of any kind in our inventory. Number 2, no netherite armor of any kind. Number 3, a finished build cannot have torch spam in it, so you're not allowed to see torches, because I hate them. Number 4, all things must be connected, so the next base we started will be connected to this base in some way via a path and a story. And then number 5, we must use at least 3 of every single obtainable block in the game within this one build that we're doing. There is 1,567 blocks. We must use all of them. And it's a challenge to make them all work together, because they all have to be in the same kingdom. Make it look easy? I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I do know that I'm gonna need someone at some point to like walk with me as I tell them every single block that we use and like actually cross them off, because at this point I don't know what blocks we have left to use, and that's kind of a problem. So at some point we got to deal with that, but I gotta find a willing volunteer for that, and it'll take like an hour of just walking the base and seeing what we got. Yeah. It is spreadsheet time. I don't know, maybe if I make the spreadsheet, then I can get someone to come with me and be like crossing off all of the things that we already did. That would be really, really lovely. Because I genuinely do not know, like, a percentage right now of, like, how far we have to go. Latte, once he's done with his exams, yeah. Maybe. I'd have to promise him at least, like, 15,000 channel points or something. God knows what he'd do with those channel points. I have some I can donate. Alright, that looks pretty good. Let's go ahead and get rid of our dirt bridge now. Turtle egg still has not hatched. Wavy and I are going to watch a show. Very nice. Good to have you. Hope you have a wonderful night, evening, day, morning, whatever. And
Take a
we'll see you
moment,
next
get
time.
your life together. Ads are here. Oh!
Alright, let's get rid of these. Do not die. Theoretically, we shouldn't die in here. If we do, it'll be because I flew into the ceiling or something with my elytra. Theoretically. But thanks for stopping in. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Yeah. I didn't really plan this very well, huh? Did not plan this very well. Okay, just get rid of all the scaffolding. It's all gotta go. And then obviously we're gonna have to get a metric ton of glowberries to make this a little bit more atmospheric, which is what we need. It's always what we need.
Surprise, motherfucker!
We're back from ads. Welcome back. Can't have that. Can't have that. Yeah. You're really not going to see the ceiling this much. Like, we are going to keep a lot of it relatively dark, so I don't really have to worry about this, but also, we don't want to skimp and cut corners here, because we have to live with this. Pierre has been stuck there for a long time. What's your deal, Pierre? What's your deal, man? Don't miss the dirt block. I must say, this is much more efficient than I anticipated it being, though. I did think this was just going to take a stupid amount of time. Yeah, a little bit like that, and then a little down like this, like that. And then even bring that out, I'd imagine, like that, and bring that down. Good. I guess we'll get most of this dirt back because there were torches on here too. We do want those, so let's get them back. Feels much more cavey now, though, now that the building is gone, which is great. Because I genuinely had no idea what I was going to do about that. And we knocked that out of the park, so that's good. I don't care about that dirt that much. Not enough to jump down there. Is it nighttime? It is nighttime. Got all of our blocks. Beautiful. And good. Okay, we then have to start hiding all of the torches in here. Obviously, we cannot have a single torch in here. We don't love it. Turtle egg still has not grown. Yeah, that's feeling good. That's feeling great, actually. These do kind of clash, but... trying to think of, like, what's the best way to do this. And I feel like we're gonna have to push this over, and then if we want a skylight, it needs to be, like, in the middle, you know? Shining down over here, over yonder. This area feels a little dark. Put a torch for now. Feels a little dark. Oh, yes. Coming along. I think we will do, like, one more palm tree, maybe, like, here. The waterfall is going to be a freaking nightmare here. I can already tell you. It's going to be a freaking night. Oh, that's how we could hide it. Oh, I didn't even think about that. That's how we could hide it. If we put a pond up there, that's how we could hide it. That's how we could get away with it. Oh. That's what we need to do. I don't know why I didn't think about that. Yeah, that is absolutely something we need to do then. And we didn't even have to adjust the outside of this. That's amazing. Amazing. Alright, so I think I want to do, like, big-ass vines in here. And we also obviously got to still build the thing. Let's just play around with some coral for a little bit and just see how far we can get. Like, are these the same? Fire coral, fire coral. Okay. So these are all that we have, which is not much, but I just want to start and see if we can figure some stuff out. So it's going to be like a lot of like ruined area, I think. Ruined. Like, I imagine you build this kind of like a tree, but with a root system, you know? And you would make like big coral looking vines that sweep out from here. I guess you should look that up, huh? Like just little like plants and stuff. The coral absolutely is the main star of the show. And then we got to figure out how to add other colors in here as well, because obviously you can't just have the red or just the blue or, you know, whatever. So you'd want to figure out how to, like, propagate this. Were you? Lava sheep. It's lava sheep. Enjoying your coral, buddy? Maybe like that, just to connect them. Ah! He's here. It's you in turtle form, and it's you in real life. You're swimming in the coral right now. How you doing, lava sheep? That was perfect timing. How did you know? How did you know? I've been lurking. Ah, I see. does this feel? Like, is this weird? Is this wild? I don't know. I just know that it needs to look pretty impressive. And we got to be able to hide a... whatever the hell it's called. A catalyst? Oh, what is that called? I have no idea what that's called. I wonder if they can actually swim through this. I have no idea. This one, I want it to be like a very spiky ballet. And obviously I have no plan. I'm just freehanding all of this. Purple, and then obviously we need a little bit of pink here in the back. Because you want all the colors together to form something, and like maybe each one has its own like shape. Okay, let me just see how that feels. Oh, already? That looks so good. Wait until we do the rest of this, and we're definitely going to do some bone blocks as well, like a rib cage or something in here. Oh, yeah. I love that. I think we do need some yellow up front, too, which means we need another spiky one, but we don't have enough yellow. Oh, yeah. That's working for me. That's doing something. Just, like, weird, random shapes, too. And then, like, you leave gaps to really make it. And then we're also going to do, like, some custom, like, kelp in here as well. Oh, yeah. That's going to work. That's going to work. Connected without actually being connected is really nice, I think. Like, just looking like they are connected from certain points of view, I think is really cool. And I don't know why, but I genuinely feel like the different colors of coral should never be touching directly. I don't know why, but it feels like that should be the case. Oh, yes. That's looking nice. So we're going to fill, like, the entire inside with this coral. And we're also going to do, like, a bone rib cage, because that also sounds freaking sweet. And I want to make a couple of kelp blocks as well. And then, obviously, we're going to put sea pickles on top of that. But just, like, that little added color makes a huge difference, I think. Like, you come in here and now your eyes are immediately down to there instead of, like, the rest of the cave. And I think that is actually great news. That's actually really good. We might even throw a couple of our precious sponges in there as well, just because I think they'll look really good. All right, we need green. Wait. Couldn't we just use kelp blocks? What do kelp blocks look like underwater? I have no idea. Using kelp blocks to make kelp. Underwater kelp. Is that the play? I don't know. Maybe. Maybe. We may even use some glazed terracotta in here too. I don't know. It feels correct. Who knows? Maybe we'll do that as well. All right, let's get some buckets. We got 27, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. So we have 2 buckets too many. Elytra is doing pretty good. I'm just gonna fly over here, genuinely. Alright. Full inventory of lava. That'll keep us smelting for at least a little bit. We should probably take the time to fill this in right now, honestly. One, two, three, four, 5. Fill them all with lava buckets. We're gonna need a lot of kelp. I just realized this. We need 30 again, right? 30. Oh, I forgot one. Feel like we should sleep, but I don't want to. I don't want to. Oh god, we should have slept. We need to sleep. Is there a bed over here, maybe? There is a bed over here. Outstanding. Outstanding. Hi, husks. Ah. How? Wasn't even near that lava block, bro. I wasn't even near it. Now I can't see anything for 3 minutes because my screen is just constantly on fire. One, two, three, 4, 5. So we need 30 more. Perfect. Not perfect. Not perfect. Oh well. We need to fill it up because we're going to be smelting a lot. And if we're actually using coral blocks like this, we need quite a bit of them. I will say, after we finish this turtle sanctuary, we are not going to be doing underground builds for quite some time. Because we need to make... completion on some of our tasks. So, after we finish the Turtle Cove, we are definitely going to do like some trees or whatever above ground stuff to try to make some progress on the actual base. And even though the Turtle Cove is part of the base, you know, it's not the end all be all. So we need to start making like major strides in here towards completing things, I think, which we really haven't done at all yet. Lava, 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 lava. All right, everything is filled with lava. Outstanding. Ah! Whoops. Alright, do we have any coral left? They're not coral. Kelp. Kelp. Let's go see if we have any kelp. So we're gonna need a lot. There's very little kelp in here. There's very little kelp in here. Guess we're gonna have to go get some kelp. I do want to try these blocks. I've never really built with them, so I have no idea whether or not this is going to work. We have enough to try it, at least. The white strip is kind of deterring me a little bit, but maybe we can make it work. Maybe. Let's try it real quick with just like one. Yeah, that looks like kelp. I don't love the lines. Maybe we'll have a couple of those just to like break up the colorful menagerie that we got going on here, though. And then I do think it's important to have actually some of the bits on some of these. You know? Like, just add that little bit more. That turtle hatch. Did you hatch? No. Still did not hatch. That took a lot of health, actually. That was scary. Ow! Can you stop? I don't know how that one even hurt me. I actually don't mind that. I don't mind that at all. But I do mind that the coral, or the kelp block is sticking out of the water. I don't like that. I don't like that either. Go right there. There we go. So it's a little bit off-centered. We're going to need quite a lot of kelp if we want to do that. So we'll probably use kelp, and then we'll probably use some other green block that we haven't used yet. Although I think we've used concrete, wool, every type of leaf, concrete powder, terracotta, glazed terracotta, light and dark of both. Is there any other green blocks that I'm forgetting? Huh. Does anyone know if conduits need to be in that box shape? Or can I do it kind of like an enchanting table and just make it work? 'Cause that would be really nice if that's something that we can do. Brain coral fan. Oh, there's like 10 different kinds of these things. Lovely. Lovely. Okay. We are going to go ahead and call it here for the day. Made a bit of progress. We worked on the walls and actually got them completed. We still have to do all the vine work, all the, the other decor that's still on there. We still have to do more trees. We still have to do more terraining. We still have to add in a butt ton of coral and kelp. And then we want to add in a bunch of named fishes in here because I always want there to be tons of fish swimming through the coral network and not just the turtles, though I love the turtles in there as well. I do, in fact, want that. And then maybe we'll try another dolphin in here as well. But that's going to do it for me for today. So we're going to go ahead and raid into someone. And we're going to, let's see. Probably log out of that. Who's live? Let's go. Let's go to an old guy that I used to watch, so we'll do that. And, yeah. Help me in welcoming Mr. Wholesale Virus. We're going to raid him. And thanks so much for watching, guys. I will see you again tomorrow. Love you guys, and I will, well, all the best. That's all I can say. Thank you. Till next time. Ciao.
Or dead fish or strawberry. This is
Oh no, cow down.